Hi everyone, today I have Easy for Me teaching manual. This program is probably more often referred to as SnapWords. I did a video for Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons in Alpha Phonics. Those are very inexpensive and kind of simple approaches to teaching reading. So I wanted to show an example of kind of one of the reading curriculums that have kind of more pieces and parts to it and whatnot. I originally started this one with my daughter, but it didn't quite click with her, and I'll explain why as I do the review. Just because it didn't work for my oldest doesn't mean it wouldn't work for you. So I'm going to start with the teaching guide. So it's the Easy for Me teaching manual. This is the first level. It kind of goes through. This is going to be more expensive because it has more parts, so it is obviously going to cost a little bit more. It has a how to use this book section, and here's the table of contents. And interesting about this one is it does not teach in the order, like ABC order. It teaches in a different way. So the idea behind this, so here's the first lesson. It starts with A, the A sound, and there's a sight word. The sight word is A. So over here, it says you need the Alphabet Tales page, which is this book. So you're going to be learning the letter A. Each letter has like a 3 or 4 page story. You have the story of A, and it'll go through. And teach all about A sound. And when you read it, it's written very much to include the A sound. So every time there's a short A, behind Amy's house was a huge ant hill where Anthony and Abigail lived. You're supposed to really emphasize that short A sound. And then it needs the teaching card for letter A. So we use the teaching card for A, and it has the ants on it to visually, kind of help the kid remember, oh, it's the A, ant, A says ah, and remember the story. And then the snap words card for A. So you'll come in here. Here are your snap words cards. Here is A, the word A doll. And then the back is not stylized. And then you're going to get items beginning with short A sound. So you might get an apple, you might go see an anthill. And then you're going to need the resource pages from the teacher's book, which is pages 46 to 48. So you have an acrobat, an anteater, an alligator, antelope, and so on and so forth. And little cutouts of ants. There's lots of resources back here for the different lessons. And then you're going to get a book from the library about ants and their anthills. Or you can take a little trip outside to see an anthill. So it's going to be kind of almost like a unit study all about the letter A and the sound A. And then it goes through each lesson has multiple different parts. Sight word A. You're going to do body spelling. When we were doing it, used American Sign Language instead of the body spelling that they do here. But you could do that kind of body spelling too. writing, follow-up, and then across the curriculum. So it also includes your science, your math, and just other stuff like that. So you start at A, and the theory behind this is then you go to T, because now that you know A and T, at, now you can read at. So then it keeps kind of going like that, and then it builds. So then after at, they introduce f. So now your child can read fat. And some of these have a sight word. So the sight word is at. And some of these do not. So fat does not have a sight word card. So for at, let me grab our, these are not in alphabetical order anymore. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I have to put my phone down so I can find the sight word. At. It's a very visual program. So at is inside a house because at is at home. And so once kids have that kind of down, then you would switch to the non-stylized version. And the idea being, since your child knows at, and they know F makes F, they should be able to recognize at, F, at, fat, and read it. And that really held up my daughter a little bit in particular. Like, she really liked sight words, but then she couldn't expand on it. Like, she couldn't connect the sounds together. So we ended up switching curriculums after this, after we'd gone several lessons in and it wasn't working. Nice thing about homeschooling is when it's not working, you ditch it and you do something else. So, and then just to give an idea, here's resources. I'm trying to get to more of a middle lesson. Yeah, 33 might be kind of towards the middle of 77, not quite, but so on 33 they're introducing the letter G. They have the sight word now, sight words out and so, and then let's go towards the end. Lesson 77, review and assessment, which is not super helpful for knowing what the ending lessons are like. So here's the last lesson. It involves reading a book. I did not buy the books that go with it, but it has books to kind of build confidence and help the kids learn how to read with what they should be reading. And centers. So this is a curriculum that kind of has more pieces and parts to it. You'll pay more for it, but there's a lot more in it. And it may work for your family or it may not. There are a lot of other ones that have a lot of pieces and parts that are phonics based instead of sight words based. But this is a kind of sight words based, fancier curriculum with lots of pieces and parts to it. And then once you get through the manual, they also have kind of games and stuff that you can use to teach the sight words in here. This kind of comes for free with it, so. And yeah, so that is SNAP Words, or Easy for Me curriculum.